is the Riot Podcast. It's a good Friday, September 2nd, the start of a long weekend. We just had a ball today.
We are excited. We're not in on Monday, so no podcast then. But we're excited to give you this one last podcast hurrah for the week. Hurrah.
Yes, we are. Hurrah, hurrah.
Look, I need more cheerleading, guys, all right?
As I was about to talk there, I was like holding in like a hiccup or something. Like it was one of those times when like you're like holding the cough button and then people look at you to speak and you're not ready. So
I feel like we're all tired. We're all just not so much a mess, but like we've had a lot of behind the scenes stuff this morning. We're having some new equipment and technology and stuff. And I feel like instead of a normal average, like not lazy Friday, but just like a chill Friday.
Yeah.
That is not what this morning has been.
It's not a
Not at
party
all.
in
No,
here
so
like it normally is.
We're ready to wrap it up.
Yeah.
But it will be a party tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk. So is everybody going to watch the Buckeye game?
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Hudson wouldn't miss it.
I
Are you
making
joking?
sure.
I've got if Ohio State loses and I miss it, I will never forgive myself. So I want to watch.
That's the type of person you
I
are.
will watch until they're up by probably 35, and that's when I'll probably give up. Maybe a little earlier.
What are we going to eat?
Good question. See, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow yet. I might golf tomorrow morning at like 8:20. But
You're
I'm
too tired for that.
I know, and I
You're gonna get up that early on a Saturday?
I didn't want to, like, I'm not like that bothered about getting up early. I was going to get up before that because we've got all the college game day stuff going on for the
Right.
Buckeyes. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll like try to go see college game day, do all that jazz, you know? And then my friend's like,
You think
oh,
Urban Meyer's going to be there?
he'll be there.
You think?
Probably. I mean, I saw him. He was broadcasting games last night. I don't know if he'll be. I don't know if he still does college game day. I think they have him on a different
Well, he's
network
on
now.
Fox, right?
Yeah, he's on Fox.
Yeah.
So he doesn't do college
They're the
game
only
day anymore.
network sick enough to employ a man like that.
Hey, that's not
Oh
what
my
this is
gosh!
about.
All right.
I just asked, what are we
That's
eating?
what we're eating. All right.
Where are
And
we
you're
going?
talking about
Goodness.
golf.
I said I'm going to tell you about my plans tomorrow. All right. I'm getting to the point where I'll talk about the food. I'm not
Go
sure
ahead.
exactly what I'm doing tomorrow. I might golf in the morning, and so that means for the game, I don't know what I'm going to eat yet. I'm not going to make anything, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I'm going to for sure be eating out somewhere.
Yeah, that's a good plan. I haven't had any plans either, which means if you don't plan, you plan to fail.
Oh, you got to do
And,
something.
that means that I'm gonna, like Saturday night's gonna roll around, and I'm gonna be, me and my wife are gonna be like, what should we eat? And then all the places gonna be like, you have to wait 2 hours if you'd like a
Sure.
pizza. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna be screwed.
You'd
So
have to plan
You gotta
ahead
start
of
working
time.
on that
So
now.
you're not having like a big party for the Buckeyes?
I'm not having a party.
Yeah.
No, well, there's not a lot of non-Ohio State fans for me to invite.
You need to get a group of them. You need to get on a
Yeah, I
Reddit
know.
forum somewhere or something and be a part of a group of Ohio State haters in
What
the
I
area.
like to do is
A
walk
Facebook
around the
page.
neighborhood and see all the people out in their driveways, and I'll just hang out long enough until they realize I don't belong.
Oh, the
and then
people
I'll
at
move on down to the
Tailgate.
next driveway.
Like, who is this weirdo guy standing here?
cheering against the Buckeyes.
There
What
is-
the heck? He's the worst.
There's a lot of people. It is weird when you see the people that party in like their garage. You're like, why can't you just go inside?
Hey, you know what?
But
There's
some
a
people
different.
like it.
There's something about watching a game in the garage.
That's
you know?
true.
It's
There's a different
special,
feeling. You're
yep,
outside a little
the
bit.
fresh air,
You're kind of outside.
I like you're sort of outside.
Yeah.
You're outside enough. But yeah, so it's gonna be exciting times for the
Wait,
Buckeyes
what
tomorrow.
does Nikki eat?
I know, Nikki. What are you
Well,
gonna make?
I am planning on making brats tonight for
Ooh,
dinner, and then I'm going to
nice.
save some, and then I always like to do some sort of dip, and then
Yeah.
have like chips and veggies and like pork rinds and stuff to have with the dip during the game. So I'm going to reuse some of the brats and stick it in that, and add some like cheese and salsa.
It's
and
like
stuff.
the most unhealthy diet thing.
It
you can
sounds
have.
so good,
Yeah.
Doesn't
though.
it?
The
I
most
know.
unhealthy, low carb food, but it sounds pretty great.
And I'm going to add cream cheese.
There you go.
That's in like
Little
every
flavor
dip.
saver on top. There you go.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, that's the plans for Saturday. So if you guys are doing anything fun for any of the games, definitely text us what you're making or what you're planning.
We also talked about today how there is a different feel in here. Not so much with our eyes or our mouth.
Oh, it's burning in my nose.
You can't
is my
taste
nose.
it? You sure you can't taste it? Give it a little.
Don't.
I think you
Your
can feel
tongue
it.
will burn off.
No, I cannot taste it, unfortunately. I can only smell it, and it smells horrid in here.
Yeah, Zafira the dog had a little a little run-in last night with what I can only assume was
it's a skunk.
chemical transport of some
Yeah.
kind.
For sure, a skunk. Yeah.
AKA a skunk, because she ran inside the house smelling like a turd covered in burnt hair. And now I'm
how
stuck with
eloquent
that.
is
Was
that?
she like tore up a little bit from it? Like, did she get into a scrap with it?
I don't, definitely not. There was no fighting involved.
Oh, so just like friendship.
A skunk doesn't have to because they skunked you.
Right.
So like they don't have to use usually anything else.
That's and I see why. You know, sometimes I've wondered before, because again, I said this in the show, when you're driving by and you smell a skunk on the side of the road, it's just not the same as if it's actually
worse.
sprayed
Oh,
nearby
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And but I used to wonder, like, why do animals, like, why is that such a good defense? Because when it actually happens, it's the worst. It is just horrible.
It's like nothing you can compare it to. Like Hudson every day has a little bit of a stench to him, you know?
Yeah.
But this morning was just like no other.
Well, that's why you will not be having people over to watch
That's
any
right.
game this weekend.
Because it's house.
I need to isolate.
You and your house need to air out.
Isolate, open all the windows. I'm putting vinegar and baking soda in
Yeah.
every room, on every surface, and we're just going to...
Can you put one of those, what are they like when someone smokes, like the ozone filter
yeah.
thing or something
Yeah.
like that?
Just put it all across the house.
You should grab one from like a hotel room.
I think I should just start smoking. It might make things smell better.
Just a cigarette smell instead.
Probably
Right over
Yeah,
the top.
Oh gosh. Okay, just come back on. We're not in again on Monday. You come back on Tuesday. You're like, now you stink even more.
I've developed
Like, you have
a new habit. Yeah.
different smell today. It's just the skunk anymore.
Yeah, if you'll excuse me, I need to step outside.
You
for
get a
5
smoke
minutes.
break.
I might not be in for the next break.
Well, you guys have a wonderful day. Please enjoy the podcast. Please say hi by texting 877 to Radio U, and we will see you on Tuesday.
Have a good weekend.
See you
Bye.
guys.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
But college football starts. It's really underway this weekend. You know, we've had a few games last weekend. We had a couple games last night, but this weekend is when
It's
it
the
gets
big weekend.
real. And you know what goes hand in hand with college football? Advertising.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of. They don't call it the RealiQuest Bowl for nothing. Because, or ReliaQuest Bowl, I guess, because it's all about money.
Yeah,
You know, the
well,
almighty dollar.
They understand that everybody's going to be watching this weekend. So, yeah, that's what we're going to
There's
get.
going to be a lot of eyes on the games, and that means a lot of advertising dollars will be spent. Companies are throwing out their best efforts to try to make sure you remember them when the game is all over. There's throw up in the parking lot, and you're wandering home. Here's one of the ways that they are doing that. You know, Duke's Mayonnaise.
Yeah.
They've unveiled their first ever mascot
What is
in their
he?
105. What do you mean?
What
It's
is
clearly a It's clearly a Duke's Mayonnaise jar.
I know. It's just a very weird looking. It might be his eyes and his eyebrows because it's just a jar of Duke's Mayo. Some guy's wearing the outfit. He's got like leggings and red shoes, and then he's got these big eyes and big bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, it's so its name is Tubby.
Yeah. Aww.
Is that a good name for it?
It is. It's kind of cute.
I guess it is a big tub of mayonnaise. You could see it that
Hurtful,
way.
but cute.
Yeah, well, it all depends on how he chooses to embrace it. So
So are they sponsoring a bowl then?
yeah, they do every bowl season. They do the Duke's Mayo Bowl, and apparently they have a game this weekend called the Duke's Mayo Classic. So Tubby, I'm assuming, is going to be making an appearance there. Now, which game is the Duke's Mayo Classic? I see here. It is North Carolina A&T against North Carolina Central.
So it seems like they've done this since 2020. So at first I was like, oh, they must have done this
That's
for a
your
while.
tradition.
2 years. So, Duke's Mayo began sponsoring the annual opening weekend game in Charlotte, which is now known as the Duke's Mayo Classic. So it's not their bowl game.
Yeah, but it is filled with filled with history.
Have you had Dukes?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
got a stash of Dukes at home.
I never
got a good
knew
deal.
like Dukes was a thing until like TikTok.
Yeah.
And then people started showing like there's these mayo wars.
Okay.
And then our grocery store started like really pushing Dukes hard.
Yeah, they had I have like 3 jars because they had a big sale on it.
Big sale. And I think it was more like a southern part of the country thing.
Yeah.
And now Dukes is trying to go more than just to south.
Yeah.
And so Eric came home with like all this Dukes as
Yeah,
well.
right.
And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Dukes mayo. I never knew. But it's good.
I had to try because I generally trust the South when it comes to food,
You're right.
especially fattening food. And so I did. I've got several jars of Dukes, tubs, I should say, of Dukes mayo. And you know what? I hate to say this if you're a Dukes fan. I don't think it's anything particularly special.
Oh, you don't?
It's just tastes like mayonnaise.
Well,
It's
I use
good.
it.
I mean, I like mayonnaise, so I like it, but it's not like, I don't know if
Life-changing.
if you gave me a blind taste test, I really don't think I'd be able to tell.
Well, I normally hate mayo, but I make like egg salad sometimes. And so I put it in that. I was like, it's pretty good.
And it's kicked it up a notch
Yeah,
a
I
little
think
bit.
so.
Is it giving it a little twang?
Well, it says that Tubby the mascot is one more way Dukes continues to shake up the condiment category.
That's
and
right.
connect with his customers. The Dukes brand manager of Mayo Ham. So they had fun with it.
Did you see when Tubby took over Dukes Mayo's Twitter account?
Oh, I'm watching some of them.
Yeah, he's just clicking a lamp on and on. He says he made a fram, but his first ever tweet was, "I lurb mayonnaise, yes I do.
nice.
I lurb mayonnaise, HBU."
Great.
Yeah,
Well,
he's doing
good
a
for
good
social
job.
media.
He's a social media whiz, that Tubby.
Already.
All right.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
I have some information here about a way that people are using that to make some money.
What are they doing?
They're recording songs that have poop in the title.
I'm sorry, what?
They're recording songs.
People are?
People are recording
Everyday
songs.
people are like bands.
Well, I mean, these are actual songwriters. I think they have other songs, but the poop songs are by far their biggest moneymakers.
Because?
Poop is the moneymaker, and I think it's very clear.
Wait, I want that statement
You want that
just said
saved?
right there, always
Poop
saved.
is the big moneymaker.
Great.
The reason that the poop songs are such a big hit on Amazon devices is children. Think about it. Children don't know how to type. They don't know how to spell, but they know how to talk. And they know what they want to talk about and what they want to hear about, and that's poop. Poop. Farts. Diapers.
Oh, so they're asking for
butts.
songs about it.
Children will yell out, "Hey, Alexa, play poopy, 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 poopy song."
And so if
there's
you have
actually
a song
called the poopy, 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 poopy song.
I'm sorry, my favorite is Poopy Stupid Butt.
That's a huge hit.
That's a big hit.
That's a big one. Poopy Stupid Butt by there's Dandyland, and there's Poopy Diaper by Mike Bielenberg.
Oh,
These
my
are the
gosh.
hits on Amazon Music.
I like one artist said he just randomly checked his Amazon Music account since he would normally only make a couple of dollars there. And then one day he just found several $100s in it.
Yeah.
And it was all from plays of Poopy Stupid Butt.
Yeah, This is how we could be making all kinds of money.
Yeah.
Is if we just tap into this. You know?
Why don't we call our Riot show, like our podcast, The Worst of Riot Poopy Stupid Butt?
It sounds accurate too, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
The worst poopy stupid butt.
It's actually not too far from it.
I think our plays would go through the roof if we were to go ahead and do that.
This says a lot, guys. They said that during COVID, so many kids were stuck at home. So the one guy's hundreds turned into $10,000
Oh my gosh.
because kids were home asking for Poopy Stupid Butt.
This is opening my eyes because I've always thought, I've said this on the show, that if I wasn't like a radio DJ, one of the things I could do is just be a jingle writer.
Yeah.
Is you come up with stupid, like mildly catchy songs that I sing around, and usually it's nonsense or whatever. And how could I make money off of that? This is how. I just come up with some random poop jingle, and all of a sudden, I put it on Amazon Music, and I'm gonna be rolling in cash.
You could have had the $10,000.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna work on this.
Okay.
I gotta get into this. Here's my favorite. I Poop with My Dog
Oh, that's another song?
by the Toilet Bowl Cleaners.
Great.
I need to listen to that one.
Yes, I'm going to let you listen to it on your own
He
time.
needs, whoever wrote that song, they need more money.
Well, you
I
just
need
have
to
to-
give them money by listening to that song.
You got to find a market, realize who you're targeting with your market, and then go for it. And they say that this is just a way to make some cash. Don't not be proud of what you're doing, but sometimes you just need some money.
Yeah. You know what? Who cares if you're proud if you're making tens of thousands of dollars off of poop-related
It's just fine.
jingles?
This is The Riot. Radio U.
How was your guys' night last night? You have a good night?
It was good, Isaiah.
I'm real tired today.
Yeah.
I am so tired today.
I didn't want to tell you, but I was going to tell you look tired.
Do I
too.
look tired?
Just
Yeah.
a little.
I feel tired.
Did you party too hard?
Oh, just way too hard last
Yeah.
night.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I was gonna have a great night too. Actually, it was pretty nice. My wife made steak and potatoes. I did the dishes. We sat down. Just
You should be tired.
we had a nice, relaxing evening.
What an incredible evening.
I let the dog out, Saphira the dog, out the back garage door.
Yeah.
I stay in the garage. I don't want to go out there, get mosquito bites or something. So I let her out there for like 30 seconds because, that's usually all she needs. Just a quick run out. And I call her back in. I walk up the stairs. I follow her up the stairs. She just zips past me. She comes running right in, zips past me, runs up the stairs. Nothing unusual. But I'm walking up the stairs. I say, is something burning? Why does it smell like a chemical fire in my house?
Uh-oh.
I checked the burners and I thought, did I mess up a burner and put something on the burner on the, that'd be quite the mistake to put something on a burner and turn it on. So I didn't do that. But then I realize Saphira the dog is like spitting up white foam.
Oh my gosh.
She was the smell. She must have attacked a skunk.
Whoa.
No.
She attacked
got
a skunk.
skunked.
She got
Aw.
skunked.
Well, then you get skunked.
I got skunked. First of all, do you guys smell anything?
I don't.
I do. You smell terrible.
well, now wait.
Not different than your normal smell, but it is a little bit more rancid today.
I promise you, I will tell you this. When I walked in and you were making coffee,
Yeah.
I was like, gosh, it smells skunky. But I think that's only the coffee.
Okay, you think you don't smell it in here?
I don't smell it in here.
See,
Unless Isaiah get closer.
So the problem is that I gave her. We looked it up online. We acted as quick as we could. Me and my wife. We threw her in the shower. I know there's the old tomato sauce bath thing.
Yeah.
But the first thing we looked up, and then another family member chimed in, we texted somebody, and they're like, "Oh,
Your mom.
yeah, well, it's my wife's dad actually."
Okay.
But and
You always
he
text
said,
your parents.
Yeah, of course. And he said, use what was it, hydrogen peroxide?
Oh, really?
And what was the other thing?
Baking soda?
Baking soda
Yeah.
and
White
dish
vinegar?
soap.
Oh, yeah, dish soap, dish
And
soap.
so we did that. We gave Saphira quite the rub down.
Mm-hmm.
I think she smells okay, but here's the thing. It was definitely she must have been just mouth open wide. Because
Keep track of your dog. What are you doing?
What do you mean? We have a
out the
fenced-in
skunk?
yard.
In your backyard?
We have a fenced-in yard.
You just let
I don't
your
think
dog back there
skunks are very
willy-nilly?
quick and agile. So Saphira the dog, she's fast. She probably ran right up to it, had no problems catching it. But that's just what the skunk was banking on. It's like, oh, you think you caught me, huh? Get a load of this. And stuck its tail in the air, stood on its front legs, and just gave Saphira a blast of Nair and garlic cloves.
Did you
to
brush
the
your
face.
teeth?
Yeah, we brushed her teeth. I don't know if it worked. See, but here's my thing though. So I scrubbed. Obviously, I didn't get skunked myself, but I scrubbed her. I was the scrubber. And so I can tell, I can smell on my hands still. I put them near my face.
Something's there.
It lingers. And that's, I'll probably give my hands try to mix up something and see. I've washed my hands and stuff. I showered personally after Zafira was done and stuff. So it's just sticking on there until I can go home and put a solution on that, mix up that stuff again. But I'm concerned that it's she still got that in her mouth.
Well, I'm also concerned for work because why don't you just touch everything then?
Yeah, well, I don't know how much it rubs off like that, does it?
Well, we're going to
I don't want to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to risk that. It's almost the weekend. If I go around smelling like skunk, It's not gonna be a very good weekend for me.
Does
Or
anybody
it just lingers on all the stuff over
They're like,
the
what
weekend.
is that smell? The whole time, whenever I go anywhere, they're gonna be like, what's that? Why, Isaiah, do you smell weird?
It's
I'm gonna be
skunk.
like, it's my coworker. He got skunked
it could be
apparently.
it could be a good bonding
Is your car
experience.
okay?
My car.
I'd be worried about getting the skunk smell from you into the car.
I don't think it's gonna it's several steps of it transferring at that point.
Have we learned
like
nothing
it's barely
that
on my
things
hands.
transfer?
It's barely on my hands, and that's because I was scrubbing
Yeah.
right where the skunk blasted her. Which but so I woke up this morning and I think the house smells okay. I think the
You
smell's
can't
out
be
of the house.
sure.
I
You're
know,
so
I can't.
used to the smell
I
now.
can't
You're
be
probably
sure.
covered in it.
But I don't.
They weren't
but
too nice
I
to
do have
tell.
to tell you though. I have to tell you that like if you ever drive by and you smell a skunk that got hit on the side of the road or something like that, I like some people actually like that smell. I don't think that's bad. That's never bothered me. But you don't understand the actual smell. How bad it is when a skunk actually sprays your dog and
yeah.
in the face. Like it's actually on, the stench is on the dog because it smells totally different. It's got a total, like a chemical feel to it. And it does. It smells like you took 12 cloves of garlic and dissolved them in Nair, in like hair remover. That's what it smells. It's horrible.
Well, fun for you.
Yeah.
What a good night you had.
Yeah, that's
What a
right.
good start to the weekend.
Yeah.
So Zafira the dog is she's in permanent timeout.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's
And do you
not-
mind just stepping out there?
She's laying in your bed right now as we speak.
You go home. Tell us when you go home, like when we come back on Tuesday.
Right.
Like, do you even just, because sometimes you're like, you just smell, you think you smell it.
Oh yeah,
And
when you
just-
walk in the house, when you
No.
walk in the house today after being gone the whole day, you're for sure gonna smell something.
I will know for sure if we cleaned it all up properly or not. That's a given.
The Riot with Hudson and Nikki on Radio U.
Two.
I think I'm getting worried
Yes.
about Isaiah. I think he's getting worse as the morning is going
You
on.
think so?
Why are you're so tired today?
I'm so tired this morning. My eyes, I think it hurt because like right before you looked at me a second ago, I was like rubbing my eyes. So that's why they look so red. But I am so tired this morning. I got like no sleep last night.
I also think
unfortunately.
you're too close because we've mentioned this throughout the morning. Hudson got skunked, even though it's by way of your dog yesterday. And I think it's the smell bothering
I think
you
it is too because my eyes kind of a burning sensation on
Yeah.
them. I think it's coming off of Hudson.
Of course,
and
blame
then just
me.
going straight into my eyes, my mouth a little bit. My
I told-
sinuses are all thrown off.
Isaiah has like his blanket that he brings in from the other studio. I told him like, don't bring it in because like you're gonna carry
It's gonna
that
ruin it.
smell.
Contaminated.
Hudson's
Yeah.
gonna ruin it. It's per
Everything.
usual.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
We're gonna have to rebuild
Shocker.
Radio U. So just to let you guys know.
We're gonna have to burn it all down, start
Yeah,
it all
start over again.
with all new DJs too, because we're all infected.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I want to get your guys' take on this. You ever been to a wedding, first of all, where there's the ceremony, right?
Yeah.
And then there's like a big break in between, and then everybody's supposed to like go to a different location or return for the reception. You ever been to one like that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
Well,
it's
they're
the
taking
worst.
usually they're taking pictures.
Well, yeah,
so
that's
you have
typical.
to leave the area while they do that and then come back.
But like how long though? Because I'm talking like hours.
Hours, huh? That's a long time.
Yeah.
An hour or two.
Usually
yeah.
like an hour.
I've had weddings where because I'm used to the wedding ceremony and then everybody's waiting but before the reception kicks off, like usually there's light refreshments right
Like
after the
crackers.
ceremony until you actually get the meal. But I've been to weddings where the wedding is at like let's say 11 a.m. and then you all reconvene at like 5 for the
That's
for the
way too
reception.
That's way
Yeah,
too late.
it's a horrible way to do things. Now that's bad enough, but listen to this. What if when you do reconvene, all that there is dessert?
A dessert one?
Sounds
like you
nice.
just get a dessert bar, but that's it, no meal.
Well, that's
How
fine.
do you feel? That's fine with you?
I don't like. I'm not gonna beg them to feed me. That's okay. Like I
You don't
need
have
them.
to beg. It's a party that they're throwing.
But you don't have to. Like if there's a break in between, is it at the same place? Like do you leave? I assume you leave and get food, If you can like just stop by and get Wendy's, I think that's okay.
Well, what kind of wedding is that?
It's called when you get there, you just go straight to the dance floor, baby. You skip all the messing around with the food.
I can see
straight to the dance floor.
If no one tells you, and then you come back and like, unless it's a dessert buffet.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking, you're only getting one piece of cake.
Yeah.
Most of us don't even stay for the reception anyway.
Right. No, what I'm seeing on this is a Reddit thing people are complaining about. So the wedding hasn't even happened yet, but they're saying it is indicated ahead of time, so you know. But the way this couple is doing the wedding is that they have the wedding ceremony. After the ceremony, they do their pictures, but everybody else is supposed to leave except for the people. It says the people that fly in for the wedding, and then the immediate family and the couple. They get a meal.
Oh.
All the other guests don't get a meal. And so then they're supposed to come back for a dessert bar and dancing later on in the evening.
I feel like if you just have to realize this, if you're getting invited to any sort of party right now, money is so tight for everybody, but people still want to have a party.
Yeah.
The problem is food is where they're cutting a lot of the cost out.
Yeah.
So like if you're going to a football game party tomorrow, bring your own stuff just in case.
Be prepared to be disappointed. It might not be the spread you're looking for. But Isaiah, you'd really be okay with that?
I'd for sure be okay with that. I think that weddings are so expensive. Like, it's so much money. And so, like, I'm not going to, like, harp on somebody for not wanting to spend too, like, it's, like, usually it's, like, $50 a plate. Like, that's unreal. It's way too expensive anyway. And so, if you're trying to cut costs a little bit, I think letting me go and get a junior bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's is not going to ruin my time at the wedding.
Well, just
As long as they
supply the
tell
junior
you.
bacon cheeseburgers. They're not that. I mean, I know the price has gone up, but come on.
It's so expensive, though. It's like, literally, it's like $50 a plate. So if you can't afford that, then there's no reason for you to be doing it.
You shouldn't have a big wedding.
Then you shouldn't have a wedding? Like, what do you mean? You shouldn't get married?
All these people.
Yeah, but if you want those people to be there, you want everyone to be there that you want to be there. If you have to cut costs on the food part, that's okay.
Yeah, but
That's
what you
reasonable.
don't understand is these people don't want to be there. They don't care. They want to have a good time. They don't care about your love. They don't care about how, you're going to spend the rest of your lives together. They've got the rest of your lives to observe that. They want food.
But wouldn't they rather be invited, you think, than just not be invited? If you can't invite everybody, like, what are we going to cut out? We're just going to cut people out so that the 10 people that are there can get fed?
Well, Dee texted in, said got invited to a wedding. They were serving two choices. Grandpa's chili,
Nice.
which you would like, and kids' meals, which you would like.
I would love that.
I would love that.
Sounds good to me.
That sounds like the perfect reception.
What's the menu
right
for
there.
the wedding? Grandpa's chili.
and
That's it.
And kids meals.
Kids meals.
That's amazing.
See, as long as you give me the time before to let me know I have to get my own food, I would rather just be able to be full than have to just eat Grandpa's chili. That's like I would rather
that's
go to
the only
Wendy's.
option. Now that's the third time he said Wendy's, so I think you want.
I do want some Wendy's for lunch.
The Riot Radio U.
What exactly is this survey that you found here?
Essentially, what I've got here is people breaking down what is their preferred job at the tailgate. Because obviously, you go to a tailgate, you know there's going to be people that are like standing by the grill. There's going to be other people that are like getting things like laid out. There's going to be people in charge of games. Everybody kind of has a job. If you don't have a job, then you're probably like a fringe guy that's there anyway, and you're kind of there just to talk to people.
And
But everybody has a job.
If you don't have a job, then you're not going to get invited to the next one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You gotta end up doing something to help
Pull your
out.
own way. Pull your
Yeah.
own way. So what jobs are we looking at here? Who wants what?
Like, what job do I want?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, what's popular?
Well, they say that the number one job, which I don't exactly agree with this. I can see why this might be a better job, I guess, considered, is the grill master job.
Ooh, that has so
It's
much
coming
pressure,
in at the number
though.
one.
That's
It
a
is
lot
the
of
most
pressure.
Yeah.
There's a certain kind of person that wants to be the grill master.
Not everybody's cut out
Not
for it.
everybody wants that kind of pressure on them, that kind of heat on them at the barbecue. Number one, maybe you're a sweater. You don't want to be by the grill the whole time. Number two, maybe you're nervous you're going to overcook them. That's not
You
really
could
your
ruin
scene.
the food.
You could
Overcook,
ruin the
undercook.
whole tailgate if you don't have the hot dogs and the hamburgers cooked right.
The grill master, it's a high risk, high reward, high upside
Yeah.
job, because if you do nail it, you're going to be the king or queen of the tailgate.
At every
However,
party.
if you screw it up, people might not say it to your face, but you're going to be able to tell by their face when they're biting into overcooked burger, that they're not having a good time.
Well, out of the 5,000 people, and this was studying people in each state, they said that 29% believe that the grill position was the best job when tailgating, but 34% agree that it's better to have one designated person rather than switching people throughout your tailgating career.
See, I think it might be wise to rotate people. Here's why I was going to say that grill master, besides that you can, like if you screw it up, if you're not confident in yourself, you don't think you can nail it, you might screw it up and ruin everybody's day. But also, if you're the grill master, you're tied to that grill. You can't go around and mingle, with the rest of the tailgate people. Although, being the grill master, you are going to be a magnet for people to come over and try to mingle with you. There's going to be all kinds of guys coming over.
To see why it's not done yet.
Well, yeah, right. And saying, "Oh, yeah, what kind of spatula are you using?" Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
You know, the boys are going to be circled around to the grill no matter what. They're going to be looking at like how you're doing it. There's going to be some judgment there.
Yeah.
There's going to be some judgment. If you're flipping the burgers and the hot dogs, there's going to be some judgment on how you're doing it, how you're seasoning it.
Yeah.
And so you got to be a strong-willed man to be able to do that.
Don't press down on the patties. You're going to let all the juices out.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's your voice.
That's Hank Hill. That's a grilling voice in general, but it's totally Hank Hill.
That
right?
is.
Yeah. So that's, I don't know if I'm cut out for the grill master. You guys think you could handle it?
What else besides grilling?
It says some of the other ones. We've got side dish taster.
Nice.
That's not a job.
It's not a job.
That's not a job. That's just eater. Everybody's an eater at a tailgate.
You're the guy that's like constantly stealing pretzels the whole time.
Yeah.
You're just kind of grabbing along.
Also,
probably a double dipper too.
Done.
Right.
I think some of the other ones, the only other one they have listed here is like game hype man.
Yeah.
I think there's also somebody who needs to be in charge of the electronics, like making sure the game is on.
Sure.
Somebody needs to have the controller in hand. Like, are we on the right channel?
Yeah.
How much longer till the Buckeyes are
Volume
going to start?
control.
Yeah, are we watching the right pregame show?
That's an important role.
Yeah, that's an important role. It's making sure the TV's set up right. If you're outside, it's tough to get the TV set up like perfectly right. Where if you have a projector screen, or it depends on how you're doing your pregame tailgate or whatever, you want to make sure that TV is set to the right game.
What about the refill guy?
Oh, yeah. I guess
Can
I
you
would just
handle
say that person just needs to be in charge of beverages anyways.
Right. And so, yeah, ideally, I don't know, I guess red Solo cups are a way that some people go, but otherwise you can just have like a cooler with the cans and bottles and whatever you're
Throw 'em
drinking in
out.
there. Yeah, just that makes it simple. I think I could do that. I could handle that.
That's where I have Jim involved, Jim, fetch me one, buddy. Bring me another.
Your
Daddy's
dog-
ready.
Jim
Your
the
dog does
Basset
not
Hound.
bring your drinks to you.
Bring me another drink,
I don't
Jim.
think he's smart enough for that.
I'm
is he?
running low. We're running low on the drinks, pal.
Well, they said that the average person out of this study, so to find out if you're average, attends 2 tailgate parties per year. The optimal size of a tailgate, 11 people. They say most people arrive 2 hours before the game. They say their friends come first, usually then siblings and family arrive after. And they say your grandmother, if coming, will be the likeliest one to come last. So that's
Old
it.
granny.
2 tailgates a year, 11
it.
people. That's it?
Yeah.
I feel like
Man,
it should be bigger, shouldn't
This
it?
was not taken near Buckeye country. I can
No,
tell
it
you that
wasn't.
much.
This is an average, and the boring part of the country is bringing the average way down versus college towns.
Where you're actually inviting your grandmother.
Yeah,
to-
right.
Where
to-
Grammy's throwing the
She's
party.
the life of the party.
She's
Yeah.
the one
Maybe.
cooking up on the grill. What do you mean?
You can't tailgate without Granny.
That's right.
Thanks for watching the worst of the riot. Since you made it this far, you might as well like, subscribe, and check out riot.radiou.com for even more riot.